I want to speak on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of students,
That's right.
both in our universities and in our high schools, with dreams of going on to university. And I want you to tell them why it was that it was okay for us, all of those sitting in this legislature today, who benefited from affordable post-secondary education.
I can't talk to students and not have some concern expressed about tuition. Well, the first thing that we did when we got on the job was to freeze tuition for 2 years.
I mean, there comes a point in time, Speaker, there comes a point in time when post-secondary education becomes something that's out of reach.
I'd love to come in here today and to make a promise that tuition's not going to go up. God, I'd love to be able to do that. But I can't. That would be irresponsible.
Suddenly, it's okay to saddle our students with tremendous debt loads. So they come out of university now with on average a $25,000 debt. Unacceptable. Why is it that all of a sudden in Ontario, we have decided that the future of our children is not such a high priority?
So you can't do everything. You got to pick your spots. You got to make choices. You got to establish your priorities as an economy and as a society. Mine's education.
So now what we've got to tell our kids apparently is it doesn't matter how hard you work, and it doesn't matter how smart you are. If your parents aren't rich, they can forget about that dream of becoming a doctor, a dentist, or a lawyer. Why have you now decided that in our province, Ontario, there's going to be an income test for our kids when it comes to realizing their dreams?
We're going to lift that freeze.
But we're putting a fence up in front of them. We're putting a hurdle in front of them that too many of them can no longer overcome. That's right. Because it's becoming too expensive.
Tuition will eventually go up, yeah.
The result is a tragic loss of opportunity for young Ontarians, particularly those from lower income families. As they lose their chance for higher education, they lose many of their choices for career, lifestyle, and personal goals. Ultimately, society also loses as young people fall short of their potential and their dreams. Fine words uttered in those days. Now, what have you done since then? You have increased tuition fees by at minimum 60%. In some cases, they're going up to 100% in cases of deregulation. You have not provided any new student assistance.
That's right.
What happened? Normally, people are converted on the road to Damascus. You lost your soul on the road to Damascus. What happened to your interest in students?